is shining, my windows are open, it's a great day. I'm wearing my t-shirt from Kinder Coast that says face everything and rise, because I feel like we will face everything and we will rise. So on my way in today, there was a call out on the radio from our local food bank asking for help because of course they're struggling in this time as well. And so I'm going to put the link to under the video to their website. So if there's a way, if you go to their website in a way that makes sense for you to help them out, you can make a donation right online to help them buy fresh food. That would be great. It's a great way to step up as a community. So today we're just going to do a nice little mat exercise routine, a little bit more focus on strength. So do what works for you, skip what doesn't, and make sure it feels great. Okay, so we're going to start. I'm going to face the windows, get some sunshine. In a comfortable sitting position, so cross-legged, on a pad, on a towel, on a block, whatever makes sense for you. You can also bring your legs here if that makes more sense. We're going to send our arms forward, soften through the neck and shoulders. We're going to start with some scapula isolation. So shoulder blades moving forward along the rib cage, and then shoulder blades gliding back along the rib cage. So as we move our shoulder blades or our scapula, you kind of want to think about them following your baby finger. So that shoulder blade glides out along the rib cage under the armpit and then back. We'll do 2 more here, and then back, 1 more, and then we're going to get fancy. We're going to go into some reciprocal movement. So we're going to send our right shoulder blade forward and our left shoulder blade back, and then we're going to swap them out. So as we go into this shoulder blade movement that's oppositional or reciprocal, that rib cage starts to get a little bit of relative rotation. So you'll feel that rib cage wanting to kind of follow the movement of the shoulder blade. Soft through the neck. So then we're going to add a bit more rotation. So as we protract, retract the shoulder blades, we're going to touch the shoulder and we're going to look over that shoulder, then restack to center. Stay in a range that works with you. Right shoulder blade goes forward, left shoulder blade goes back, and we rotate through the spine. So we're not kind of going end range maximum stretch here. We're just starting to invite some spinal exploration. How does it feel? Can I make it smooth? Can I invite some play? So from here, our right arm's gonna come up. We're gonna open up through the shoulder, tap down. If this is too much for your shoulder, go back to the previous variation, right? What works for your body? Does it feel good? Come all the way back. Soften through the neck and shoulders. So find a variation that does feel good and it's still successful. And we'll do 1 more time to the left. And then all the way back. So let's place our feet flat on the mat and place your hands behind your knees. And we're going to go into a little spinal flexion and extension. So on your exhale, you're going to scoop your belly and let your gaze just sort of follow the shape of your spine. Inhale to lift up. Again, inviting some play in the spine. Doesn't have to be a big movement. We're just sort of hydrating, mobilizing, exploring what it feels like to move our spine in this position. A little bit of exhale as you're scooping around, a little bit of inhale as you're shining your chest towards the ceiling. Do that 1 more time. And inhale, and then restack. So we're going to roll ourselves down to lying on our back. Arms can come here or use your hands to support you. From here, we're going to exhale to roll ourselves flat. Walk your feet a little closer towards your bottom, and if it feels right, place your hands on your pelvis, otherwise hands by your side. So the pelvis is going to stay relatively quiet. I like to think about my leg bone like a stir stick in a glass bowl. So we don't want to scrape the end of or the outside edge of the glass bowl. We just want to move that stir stick in a gentle range. So inhale, we're going to let the knee open. Exhale, we're going to slide the leg long, rotate it in, and draw it back up. So the leg bone is moving with ease in that hip socket. So watch it's not kind of dumping or grinding on that end range. Can you just feel it smooth in that hip socket? Let's reverse that. So inhale to go in, send it long, rotate it out, and come all the way back. Let's do it again. In, exhale, and bring it back up. 1 more. Send it long, and out, and all the way back. So let's do the other side. So left leg, on your inhale is going to open. Feel an expansion through pelvic floor, diaphragm, transversus. Exhale to draw everything up and in. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, narrow and lift. 1 more time. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, narrow and lift. Now let's reverse. So inhale, the leg goes in. there's some buoyancy, some awareness through your pelvis. It's just that we are not letting it fall. Let's finish there. Walk your feet a little closer towards your tail. We'll do a couple hip rolls. Just get those glutes and hamstrings firing. Take a breath in. On your exhale, you're going to find a little draw down through that belly, and then as you do, start to find glutes and hamstrings as you articulate your spine up. You're thinking about opening the front of the hip, anchoring through the mound of the big toe, and connecting through that bottom rib. Take a breath in here. Throat and collarbones are soft, and then exhale, articulate yourself down, finding time for each individual vertebrae, and relax. Take a breath in. Exhale, scoop down, activate and roll up. Take a breath in, and then take the time to roll your spine all the way back down and out through the bottom. That's from there. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Okay, taking a couple nice breaths. You could do a little roll if that feels good, and then reverse the roll. And then keeping the knees drawn in, we're going to inhale, soften the throat, nod the chin, and your exhale, curl your head and shoulders up. Take a breath in here, and then roll it all the way back down. And again, inhale, nod the chin, soften the throat. Exhale, curl your head and shoulders up, hold, and then roll your spine back down. So let's take our legs up to tabletop and our arms up and over your chest. We're going to do a little dead bug. So opposite arm to leg here. So from here, your right arm and your left leg are going to drift open. Again, the pelvis is staying quite quiet. Exhale to come back to center. Left hand, right knee. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, that split second where we start to find the response through pelvic floor and core. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, restack. Last one left. And then let's change where we're going to bring the arm and the leg. So the right arm is going to go overhead, shoulders stay soft. The left toe is going to tap towards the floor. And towards the floor, what makes sense for you, right? If it's just a little movement, feeling them move in oppositions, that's great, right? Where can we keep our stability? If it's a bigger movement and that works for you, then that's great too. Let's do one more time, right arm, left leg. Exhale to come back. And one more time, left arm, right leg, and bring it back. And then let's draw those knees in towards our chest again. Take a second. Okay, so from there, let's roll onto our tummy. So we're going to take our legs long. We're going to take our hands underneath our forehead and really think about stretching your body in two different directions. Shoulders are soft away from our ears. On your exhale, you're going to hover your left leg off the mat. Make it nice and long, and then lower it back down. And then on your exhale, your right leg hovers off. You can think about that stir stick idea again, right? So as we lift the leg, it's the leg bone and the hip socket, not the back, not the pelvis, but leg bone and hip socket. And exhale. And one more time, left and right. And then we're going to do rest the legs, and let's do our upper back. So we're going to slide the shoulders away from the ears, feel wide across your chest, and on your exhale, float your upper body off. Take a breath in, legs stay long and on the mat, and then lower yourself back down. Take a breath in here, exhale to hover, inhale and hold, and then exhale to float it back down. Let's add the upper body to the lower body. So we'll take a breath in. On your exhale, upper body floats off, left leg floats off. Lower it back down. Exhale, upper body and right leg. And lower it back down. And reach. Left leg. And right leg. We'll do one more time, left and right. Left. And right. Then let it rest down. Hands can come underneath your shoulders. Press back into a shell stretch that works for you. Take a couple breaths into your back body. Take your time, roll yourself up. We're going to go into a little side line. So lying on your right side, we're going to let our right hand tuck underneath us and our waist gets nice and long. So stack the pelvis, stack the shoulders, stack the legs. We're going to inhale, paint the wall with that left foot, and then flex it and lower it down on your exhale. So before it relaxes, we're going to lift again and then flex. So as it comes up, it's not so much about the height. We're just keeping it at hip height. We're thinking about the length, the reach. Now let's hold this one up. Pelvis stays as quiet as you can as you circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, and circle. So again, stability is not rigidity. We're all connected, our whole body, but can we start to separate, isolate, and coordinate. Exhale, let's lift that bottom leg up. This one's a hard one for me, and then they both lower down. Top leg lifts, bottom leg joins, both legs lower. 2 more. Up, lift, and lower, and last one, lift. Now one leg, lifting both legs up as if they're one, and down, and 2, and down, and 3, 2 more, 4, last one, 5. Relax it down, bend the knees, take a second. Rachel second, then we're gonna come back up, we're gonna place our hand flat on the mat. So the palm is flat, the elbow is flat, and we're keeping a little connection here. Now here's where people like to hang out, right? So could you soften that shoulder, lift through that bottom waist, feel the legs connected. Take a breath in. On your exhale, that bottom hip comes up, inner thighs squeeze together, hold, and lower back down. So I really like to, even if it's too much for your shoulder to bring your hips up, we're gonna imagine we're bringing the hips up. What kind of effort would it take to lift those hips up? Even if they don't come, press through the hands, lift through the bottom waist, squeeze your legs together and see if you can just micro unweight that hip a little bit and lower down. So the next one, if you're coming up, let's stay up, hold it up, arm comes up. Bottom leg is working, exhale, rotate, inhale to come back up. So like a little thread the needle, exhale, we wrap ourselves around, inhale to unfold. Let's go 2 more, exhale, and inhale, and final one, exhale, and inhale, hold for a split second, float the hips down. Good, let's do all that on the other side. So as you swap around, we're gonna lie back down onto our side. We're gonna feel, hanging out on the couch, lengthening and stretching. That internal suspension system, creating elasticity through our body. Inhale, paint the wall, flex the foot and lower it back down. Point, the leg is staying parallel and moving in the hip socket. So see if you can maintain the weight, the length in the waist. 2 more, and move from that hip. Last one, we're gonna hold up and we're gonna circle for 5, 4, it's my harder side, 3, 2, we all have 1, reverse for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it long, 1, exhale, bottom leg joins, both legs lower, top, and exhale, bottom, both legs lower, and 3 more, and lower, and 2, lift, lower. Benefit of doing things on one side is you really get to know, now one leg, lifting like 1, we're gonna lift and lower. 2 legs lifting like 1, 2, and lower, 3, and 4, 1 more, 5, and relax. Good, bend the knees in, take a second, relax that hip. Second side's always harder. Okay, so we're gonna lie on our left side with our elbow underneath, palm is down, check out your rib cage, check out your shoulder, lift it up. Take a breath in, and on your exhale, there's that idea of activating. We push up with our left hip, inner thighs drawn together, hold, and lower back down. Take a breath in, exhale and lift, hold, and lower back down. Let's go 2 more like this. Exhale and lift, hold, and lower back down. Final one, exhale, lift, hold, lower down. Let's float that top arm up. Take a breath in. On your exhale, we come up, hold, and lower back down. If you want to add on, we are going to add that little rotation. So we come up, we hold, soften through the neck, we thread the needle, exhale, rotate, inhale to unfold. Exhale, and inhale. Think about that expansion on the inhale and that gentle narrow and lift on the exhale. Let's go 1 more time for good luck. Exhale, and inhale. Take a second, float the hips down. Good, and then come up to seating. So in a comfortable position, find your center, give yourself a second, allow the shoulders to relax, give them a little roll in one direction, a little roll in the other direction. Sit nice and quiet for a second. Close your eyes, take a nice big breath in. Face everything and rise today. I hope you're well, I hope you enjoy the sunshine, and I hope to see you soon. Take care.